We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 551 of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I am your Scholars of Wrestling Party champion, Scholar Tarek, the OG undisputed scholar. Scholar Tarek, deciding to come on and lead the party of tonight because it is Double or Nothing weekend. You know what that means. It's Scholars of Wrestling prediction time as we predict AEW Double or Nothing. Joining me this evening is my undisputed Scholar tag team partner, Scholar Brian. Hello, Scholar Brian. How you feeling, sir? Are you ready to just enjoy this show on top of the mountain?
Oh, I am leaning back in my recliner on top of this mountain, and while I may not hold any gold, I know that at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be up here,
We are still going to
looking
be up here. Always
down,
remember that.
looking down at our two, I guess I can say our four other compatriots who are desperately trying to make it up that hill to join us on top of said mountain. But if they think they're gonna have it easy, they got another thing coming.
Oh, cool. You are bringing in the watch. Oh, remember, we run the show. The Undisputed Scholars are just in full control of the Scholars of Wrestling. And with that, I'm going to introduce you to Scholar Jeff. Hello, Scholar Jeff. Let us go. Bring in your monologue. Go on. Let's see if I can.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I do have a
gladly.
watch. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Ready? Ready? You ready to go, fool? You ready to go? Scholar Jeff,
Right.
take the stands. How are you, sir?
I am delightful, and I am positively delighted in the fact that you keep seeming to think that you are in total control when in reality, I get a lovely text. My really expensive cell phone just goes off in the middle of the day, and when I see that ding, I see your lovely face pop up, and then I just see, oh, I have a lovely idea. Will you pretty please let me join? Will you let me direct traffic while the rest of you are predicting? Would ever so love the chance, Scholar Jeff, to have my turn at the bat. Gee Willikers, Mister, will you let me? Will you? And out of the benevolence of my heart, I granted your request because you do have a smidgen, a teeny little skosh of a point. We are on the upward ascent, and I don't blame you for getting a little bit bored. We all need a little bit of variety in our lives, and this is what keeps things fun, engaging, and out of the kindness of my heart and the benevolence of my soul, I have granted your request, and we are about to engage in some delightful tomfoolery, wouldn't you say?
Are you giving yourself a backhanded compliment and thinking that I think you're boring? The fact that I have to take over a prediction show?
I'm not saying that you think I'm boring. No one thinks that. I'm just saying that you have gotten
Never.
bored and you're looking to new horizons. You're looking for new challenges. It's you. I am fulfilling your needs and your dreams because that's what I do.
That is what you do? Or is it just, as I'm manipulating the show now, I'm manipulating all of you against your wills? I am
Tell
in full
yourself whatever
control.
you wish, fool.
I am the one who's running the show.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that, our final introduction. A plus, by the way, fool. Very good. I liked your intensity.
I
With that
noted.
said, it is now time to introduce the man who is just making it his all-time mission to get that undisputed title in front of his title of scholar. Your reigning, possibly defending, Scholars of Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, Scholar Pete. Hello, Scholar Pete. Welcome this evening, champion. I hope you have had a very fun and exciting week.
As I live and breathe. Good evening, gentlemen. I did have an exciting week. Obviously, me and my expedition team went out to Mount Everest, grabbed our shovels and tried to get old Walt Disney up because we all know that this world, what would you do with Walt Disney? Well, you would put him in Mount Everest. You ever been to Epcot at Disney, ladies and gentlemen? That's where it happens. But what really was going to happen was I was going to do something that nobody has ever done here on Scholars. But you know what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Gorilla. We're in Gorilla right before we record, ladies and gentlemen, and they bring up the five-letter word. The five-letter word that I just can't stand. The one that gives me nightmares. Ladies and gentlemen, they brought up the wheel. And I was going to entertain you all. Not only was I going to defend my championship against Scholar Charlie, where are you? But Scholar Charlie's not here to take my challenge for the belt. But mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. I will be the most defending Scholars of Wrestling champion as I continue to hold this belt until Elimination Chamber 2027.
I hope that you realize what you have just done, because now you absolutely have to defend it at Clash in Italy.
That's fine. I have no problems. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill official now. I'll tell you my official thoughts when that comes.
You know what? I was really hoping you would defend that title. I don't know against whom. All of us, Brian, Jeff, yours truly. I was really hoping. But oh well, Clash at Italy it is. Very disappointed because I think this is actually the superior card between the two. But with that said, again, it is
100%. But it's the wheel, sir. It's the fucking wheel. I was here to defend my belt, and you boys had to bring up the fucking five-letter word that literally has given me nightmares.
So we're gonna put like 5 wheels in Clash in Italy, right? Just because the match
every
might
match
not even need it, but
Rhea Ripley
every
versus
match
Jade Cargill.
is gonna have some wheel involvement. Yeah, Jay Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. The wheel has determined the outcome of the match. Grrr, pinfall, grrr, submission, grrr, outside interference, grrr, DQ. Oh, it's every
you did
Oh,
match is
this
gonna
baby,
be
to
a
it's
wheel.
Christmas.
you did this to
Oh
yourself, Pete. You
man.
could have just taken 1 wheel, but now you're taking at least 5.
Oh, sir, I must say,
Are you
with
sure?
all the talk of how you're gonna hold that title, and how you're gonna be just a great champion.
Are you
Getting
absolutely
showing your
sure
fear of an inanimate
you don't
object.
want it? Are you absolutely sure you want this to happen, Pete? Because we can make it happen.
Oh, that's fine. If the
It's
champ doesn't
okay.
want to do it, it's perfectly fine.
I
Is this
was going to
Marvel
defend
versus
my belt.
Capcom 2? Because we're about to take you for a ride.
Yep.
Oh yes.
You don't want to.
So you
You
know
don't want to
what?
defend the title on 1 wheel. You'll defend it on 5. We're good with that. What's going on?
With that being said, I'll step up on this one. We may not be all together to have a party, but I'm hosting this party, so I'm making the call. Party championship on the line between the four of us who actually are here to do the predictions. Sorry, Charlie. Sorry,
I am all
Jeremy.
for it. Let's make it
There we
happen.
go. So, with that said, the following prediction show is for the Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship. So,
Besides,
may the
it's on
best
Memorial
scholar
Day
win.
weekend anyway, so let's make it happen.
It's
Let's
Memorial Day
make it
weekend.
happen.
Let's make it a party.
Like I said earlier, it's AEW Double or Nothing weekend. You know what that means? It is the Scholars of Wrestling prediction show of AEW Dynamite. So how are you guys feeling now with that announcement? How are you feeling going into this predictions? Are
I
you
am ex
excited?
I am
If
ecstatic. I am ready to predict. Let's go.
it
Oh,
is an AEW pay-per-view, I'm excited always because I know that everything's going to be good and I am ready to go.
How about you, sir?
I was born ready. I was
With
going to
that,
defend my championship against Scholar Charlie. And then the wheel happened. And
that the wheel happened.
And then the wheel happened, and Scholar Charlie decided to go to bed.
You know, I was thinking, Pete, of all of the rivalries between you and Brian, the rivalries between you and Charlie, which is the more like epic rivalry for you. I think your greatest rival is the wheel, because you just
Oh yeah.
tail between your legs and go. That's not very undisputed of you.
No, you know what? You know
That's
what? We all have our quirks. All right. I will allow him to not defend against the wheel this one time.
you know, but still,
This one
Clash
time.
Clash of Italy. That's gonna be a fun. That's what made that show much more interesting. The fact that this championship will be on the line. I got your
Huzzah.
back, sir. So, you guys ready to go on make these predictions?
Yes, sir.
Ready and willing. Let's do this.
Let's do this. And for all of you watching, be sure like the video, subscribe to the channel, and post your predictions on AEW Double or Nothing. We want to try and keep actually be interactive with our audience. So come on, comment. You see the comment section down there? See it down there? It's so empty. We don't want it empty. We want it to fill up. We want to hear your opinions. So, all right. Now, let me actually just turn my phone back on and actually get the match listings, and let's do this. All right. Let's go ahead. All right. Let's start with the pre-show. Let's start with Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross versus Zeta Steel and Viva Van. Oh, it's a tag team eliminator. It's not even for the it's not okay. So it's not for the titles. It's just a eliminator. You know what? Sure. So let's go, champ. Do you want to start these predictions or do you want to pass on to the next one?
I will pass.
All right. So I'm going to start with, okay, I'm going to go with I don't know how Jeff's layout is or how Brian's layout is. I'm going with my layout on how I'm seeing you guys.
I'm
Scholar
doing
Jeff, you're going first on this one. Booty Man McGonagall.
okay. I typically go in seniority order, but hey, that works for me. And I'll tell you what, as much as I like Zeta Steel and Viva Van, I'm not entirely convinced that they're going to be the ones to advance in the Eliminator tournament here. So, especially given the pre-show status of this match, I'm going to have to go with Divine Dominion to win.
All right, Divine Dominion. Very good. Brian, who do you have?
I don't need to go into it any further than what Jeff just did. There's no reason that Divine Dominion doesn't win here. Divine Dominion probably beats these two in like less than 5 minutes. I think that they will do something in the future. Zeta Steel and Viva Van, I think they'll mean something in the future, but now's not the time.
All right, very good. Pete, who do you have?
Oh, uh, Divine. I mean, it's like you guys said, it's a no-brainer. This 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 event for me, and I said it to a couple of you off the video. This is I feel like the SummerSlam of AEW, and there's going to be a lot of moments where it's obvious, but man, is it going to be a great time.
Agreed. And I'm also going to go with Divine Dominion. I just make the champs look strong. They'll be like, okay, can no one actually rise up to the occasion and be worthy of our time? That's how I'm looking at this. So I am also going to go with Divine Dominion. And next match, I didn't even know this until we actually were setting up to record this. So we're gonna do Boom and Doom of Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall versus and the conglomeration. I even did it again there. And the conglomeration of Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong versus the Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Anthony Ogogo, Captain Sean Dean, Charlie Bravo, and Lee Moriarty. So Brian, you're first. Who do you have for this match?
You don't put Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong on the pre-show and expect them to lose. The conglomeration and Boom and Doom take this one. I like Shane Taylor Promotions, but you're not having them beat the conglomeration on the pre-show. It's not happening.
All right. Pete, who do you have?
I mean, anything with AJ Boom is a given win because that's what you want. What this event is starting with the pre-show is giving you some great quality matches, some great moments. You're gonna see some cool moments with Orange Cassidy. This is gonna start, hey, this is our second biggest pay-per-view of the year. We're starting our pre-show strong. Say hi to Mick Foley, everybody.
That's a good point. Fool, how excited are you about Mick Foley being involved with AEW?
I am absolutely delighted. I feel like this is the shot in the arm he absolutely needs. And not for nothing, there's so many different ways that AEW can benefit from someone like Mick Foley. He can assist with bringing up the new guys. He can obviously still talk. He's still mentally sharp, so they can put him in there. I think I saw reports that this is basically like a trial run just to ease his feet into the waters here. And there's no doubt in my mind that he'll knock it out of the park, and we're going to be seeing Mick Foley in AEW for quite some time to come. Is there?
I see him being the like how big he is now, just the on
Yes.
the panel type ordeal.
I think he's got a
All
little
right.
bit more to offer than that, but time will tell on that one. See how much of a leash they want to give him on.
And I think it's going to be wonderful. So with that, I'm going to also choose Boom and Doom and the conglomeration uh, to win this one because mixture of what Brian and Pete said, the conglomeration on a pre-show, and Boom and Doom who just don't lose. So yeah, clear as day. And Jeff, are you in accordance with us?
We absolutely do have an accord at this point. Much like the first match, I every single time I see Shane Taylor in action, like I'm just like, they gotta do something with this guy eventually. They just gotta. I like this dude. He's cool. But the way AEW tends to go, there's lots of people that they bring in, and sometimes you gotta take a bunch of losses before they give you a shot, and then you just knock it in the end zone and everyone's happy at the end. Shane Taylor and his crew are not there yet, but they're still going to be putting in a great match. And let's be real, they're not going to, they're not, the Costco guys never lose. There's double chocolate chunk cookies always win. I don't know where this analogy is going. Boom and doom and conglomeration for the win.
Very good, sir. All right, which is possibly the main event of the pre-show. I mean, yeah, considering what we discussed will probably open the show, but that'll be later in the discussion. It is the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and Wheeler Yuta versus the Ops of Anthony Bowens, Hook, and Shibata. So, Pete, who do you have for this prediction?
I'm gonna go with the ops, and I'm gonna defer to Scholar Brian on the reason why when it is his turn.
Oh, you pretty much like nicely hinted at that because yeah, I kind of switched my view on this one too. I'm also gonna go for the Ops to win this one. Just there is a kryptonite in this one. So, Jeff, who do you have?
I'm going with the ops because Wheeler Yuta's a schmuck.
And with that, I guess just the best for last for this discussion. Brian, who do you have for the possible main event of the pre-show?
I'm going with the ops because when Wheeler Yuta's on your team, he always takes the pin. Always, 100% of the time. If Wheeler Yuta is on the Death Rider, I would love for the Death Riders. I would love for somebody other than John Moxley on the Death Riders to get a win. But when you put Wheeler Yuta on the squad, he always loses. Therefore, the ops.
Oh, well
There's a
said.
pattern here, and you got to follow the pattern.
All right, now we're going to move on to the main show. And the fact that I'm predicting this one first is complete coincidence. I didn't plan this whole thing out in advance. We got the AEW International Championship of Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita in my Cloud9 match. I've been and yeah, Cloud9 International Championship. It is essentially my Intercontinental Championship of AEW. Okada and Takeshita, my feud of the year last year, and they didn't even have the match yet. They were just having backstage segments and in-ring segments and just in-match segments. I love the long-term storytelling of this match, and I can't wait to see how this goes. I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm going with Takeshita to win. The feud's gonna keep going because I think this is gonna be a best of. This is gonna be a multiple match series, and I think they're just it's gonna begin with them trading off wins, and I'm all for it. I don't think it makes the international championship look weak. Of like, oh, it's just the same guys toss basically ping ponging it. I think it fits with how these guys are built and just or how their stories are told, and just continue with the in war thing of the Don Callis family. So, I'm hook, line, and sinker, and I'm just having fun. Takeshita for the win. Let's see. Uh, Jeff, you're next. Who do you have for Okada and Takeshita?
Now we're getting interesting here. 'Cause originally I was going to go for Okada, but now I'm thinking like, yeah, with all of this build they've been doing for so long, I gotta say I would really love to be the first one to sort of go against the grain here, but I'm gonna follow my gut here. I'm also going to go with Takeshita. If for no other reason than my gut is telling me they need to scuff up Okada a little bit. He's got to take an L at some point. Takeshita has proven himself time and time again to be able to hang with virtually anyone, especially anyone in New Japan. And you don't get much more New Japan than freaking Rainmaker Okada over here. So, yeah, sometimes the writing is just on the wall. I gotta go with Takeshita for the win.
All right, very good, very good. Brian, who do you have?
The Tarek says that he's just having fun by picking Takeshita. I'm saying that Takeshita is a must win here. Basically, because the entire feud has been Okada just needling at Takeshita, being like, "You can't beat me. I am better than you. You are nothing." And they've had a match. It was a while ago, and Okada won. No one remembers it because it was so long ago. But the entire thing here is that he's just been needling him for years at this point. And yeah, well, you can have the thing where they go back and forth and this becomes a series, but it means nothing if Takeshita doesn't win here. So
I
Takeshita wins
can
the title.
just because I didn't say it doesn't mean I didn't think about it because you are absolutely right. It is a need win for Takeshita, and as Jeff said earlier, Okada having this be Okada's really his first real one-on-one loss. Actually, I think it is his first one-on-one loss in AEW.
No, Moxley.
That's that's right, Mox. That's right. It was in the
The Continental
CC,
Classic.
right? Yep.
Yep.
See, okay. Yeah, that's that. I don't know. I just think the Continental Classic its own separate thing. So I'm like, okay, makes sense. Yeah, that's true. So okay. How about okay? Yeah, you're right, Moxley. Very good. But still, just have him be. Uh, I guess that really took away the whole being the first one. Yeah, I completely forgot about
Yeah.
Moxley in the
Sorry,
Continental Classic.
sorry, Tarek. We're
No,
gonna have to
no,
move.
it's nice to. It's like, oh yeah, that did happen. But for okay, the first win of the feud, yeah, you're right. Takeshita does need to be the first one to gain the first pinfall with how Okada's been like, eh, ball. That's it. I can't
Yeah.
take it anymore. Ah, all
Well,
right. So So Pete, yeah, Pete, you're up. Are you agreeing with how you were losing your shit? How Brian was saying that he went.
It's,
I think it's pretty clear who you're predicting.
I mean, this is ridiculous at this point. Like if they put this off, it's literally just ridiculous at this point. You know my answer. Takeshita for the win. It's a must win. We're talking about it. This is the event that's going to just give payback for everything for the AEW fan that has been watching. This is the event for you because the paybacks you're going to be getting as I go through the card are going to be numerous, and it's going to start with Takeshita finally overcoming Okada. This is going to start. This is going to kill. This is one of the best matches we're going to see on the card. I think this is going to set the pace.
I think this will be in the top three matches. Like once
You,
it's over, it'll be like yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest. If it's not the best match, I'm gonna be disappointed with
Like this
it.
is like I said, like how I introduced. This is my Cloud 9 match. If this doesn't steal the show for me, I will basically shed a single tear. Single tear. I won't gush out because it still happened, but it's still single tear. All right, moving on. We have the I Quit match for the AEW World Tag Team Champions of FTR, the defending champions, versus Cage and Cope. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. And if Christian Cage and Adam Copeland lose, they have to break apart as a tag team forever. 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 Scholar Jeff, who do you have for this match?
Cage and Cope are due, not even just for that purpose alone, but I almost hate to say this because it sounds terrible, but I'm kind of tired of FTR with the tag titles. I keep forgetting who the champions are. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's FTR. I should not be feeling that way about FTR. There needs to be a serious shakeup, and they need to retool they need some more freshness in the tag team division, and that the wisest money goes to Cage and Cope, because let's be real, I do not see them going away forever. Ain't gonna happen. Tag titles need to go on them. Give it to Cage and Cope. Cage and Cope for the win.
Very good, sir. Brian, who do you got?
This is my one problem with this show. The stipulations kind of make it obvious at first who's going to win. Other matches have done a good job of muddying the waters a little bit and maybe giving you a sense, at least a sense, that something different may come. This is not that match. This is an obvious Cage and Cope win here because they've done nothing with that stipulation to make me believe otherwise. Cage and Cope
Okay.
for the win. We get new champions, and hopefully the New Day come in at some point, and we can get that dream match.
Well said. Well said. Scholar Pete, who do you have to win this?
Have you guys been watching AEW? Because let me tell you what's going to happen in this tag team match that nobody's talking about. Get ready, everybody, because it's clear as crystal. Obviously, Cage and Cope are winning, but we're going to have the return of Beth Phoenix. And that is the reason, give a little bit more. She is going to return, and that will be the difference maker for
You
this
got beat
match.
up Stoke.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say you got to beat up Stokely somehow, and who
No,
better
that's
person to
exactly
beat
what's
him
going to
up is
happen,
Beth
isn't it?
Phoenix? Why are you saying it like it's a bad thing?
No, I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. The only bad thing about it is I should have seen that coming. Like, of course
Oh,
she's gonna come back and just like murder Stokely Hathaway. It's gotta happen.
with that said, and with the fact of apparently Copeland said that his time is running out in wrestling in general anyway, it just makes sense for him for them to win the tag team championships. That's why I'm predicting Cage and Cope as well. But yeah, Bet with the discussion of Beth Phoenix taking out Stokely, and yeah, I think this is gonna be the ending of their feud in this one, really. Then it could still just go to like multi-team matches, but I think the actual like storyline feud of FTR versus originally Adam Copeland when he returned, and that was like what, early last year when when the feud started.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is a very good like bookend to that storyline of Cage and Cope winning. And oh man, it just I can't believe I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Cage and Cope, Christian Cage is the more entertaining of the two. I enjoy Christian Cage on the screen a lot more than Adam Copeland.
What kind of pod being has taken over your body?
I know, right? I just I think it's now just come to the point where it's just of course it's the Vince McMahon booking of how he was. Because he was never booked he was always the Marty Jannetty, how WWE booked him. And I was like, oh man, it's nice to see how younger me was just so stupid and easily manipulated. Although I will stand that him versus Alberto Del Rio is one of the worst matches I've ever seen, and I still have that picture to prove
Yes,
it.
I will wholeheartedly agree with that one. But I'll say it more on the Del Rio end. That was
Agreed. All right, moving on. We got the four-way match for the AEW Women's Championship of Tekla defending the championship against Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander. Brian, you're up first on this one. Who do you have?
you would think that this would be harder to pick because it's a fatal four-way match. However, you're going to have Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander's shenanigans that are going to take them out of the match. And I don't think we're at the point where I can see Jamie Hayter beating Tekla. So I am going to go with Tekla to retain in this fatal four-way match due to said Shida Statlander shenanigans.
So you think
I am
the
going with
Shida
Tekla to
Statlander?
retain and
Okay,
Shida and I
I'm
don't
just
know
looking at how you were booking it.
and I don't know who's going to turn on who. I don't know how it's going to go down, but these two have been weird quotation marks toward each other for about a month now, and this is probably the right time for that to blow up.
Okay, okay. So Pete, who do you have for this match?
Boys, again, this is just proofing for AEW. It's going to be my answer for the next couple of AEW pay-per-views because I don't see her losing the title until All In. My vote, my pick forever will be Tekla. This woman is not losing anytime soon. Put it down on paper. Actually, make sure it's pen because this shit's going to be permanent. Tekla is just nobody's taking nobody's doing it. It's again, it's this pay per view is going to be entertaining because you have arguably the four best women in that division competing right there. And for Tech, it's just, I feel Tekla is just, it reminds me, and I know this sounds crazy, but the Awesome Kong of TNA, when it's just this unbeatable force, just an overall fantastic athlete, and that's Tech. It's Tekla. She's not losing. It's going to be my prediction for the next X amount of AEW events. Scholar Tarek, where are you at?
I am also going to go with Tekla to win. And I'm kind of going to piggyback off of what Brian said because I like the idea of like Shida and Statlander taking each other out. But I'd like to see the like continuing story of Jamie Hayter trying to go for the title. Because in all honesty, when I look at the AEW women's division, we don't have a real star with Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné being gone. So I think, and now with Willow getting injured, that thing of her leading the women's division is kind of out the window temporarily. So I can see this being a stepping point for Jamie Hayter to become the basically the like the top face to try and get back the momentum she had. I'm trying to remember when was it? 2 years ago? Because
That's
she well
about
she was
Before
right.
she got hurt. Yep.
yeah before she got her. I think they could try and use to gain her momentum like that momentum back, especially with the need of a top star. And I'm curious if I guess this is my fantasy booking here. I would like to see Jamie like because we're gonna have oh God, what's the name of Teclis stable with um Triangle
Triangle of
Triangle of
Madness.
Doom.
Triangle of
Triangle
Madness.
of
Okay,
Madness.
yep. With the I could see them getting involved to cost Jamie Hayter, and then it's just like the baby face trying to fight her way back to the title. I see her being the wild card in the Owen Hart Classic if she's not in it, because I don't remember off the top of my head the women's side of things.
Uh, I, I I have a pretty good feeling about who that's going to be, and it's one of the names you already said.
So
But
the three people that are the challengers, they're in the tournament.
no, they're not.
Okay. So again, oh, sorry. So that makes it think she could be the wild card to try and basically build her story up. I like that idea, but I'm gonna go with Tekla for the win. Jeff, who do you have? Are you gonna be in agreement with the rest of us?
As much as I would love to be contrarian, I gotta go with Tekla here, but for expanded reasons outside of just what Brian said. Yes, I do see that there's gonna be some infighting between Sheeta and Stat. Jamie Hayter, the numbers are just gonna not be in her favor. But meanwhile, Tekla can retain through a combination of infighting else in the match, fighting against each other, and she just swoops in at the last moment and wins. Plus, she also has her team, the Sisters of Sin, with her, who will just do something crazy. The numbers are only in one person's favor, and it's got to be Tekla. Ordinarily, I would love to see some sort of shakeup here, sort of like bring Jamie Hayter back to her glory and Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. Just sort of like one of them gets the title back, but the numbers as of this particular match are just not in anyone's favor but Tekla. So I'm going to go with her to retain her title.
Very good. I actually just remember Wikipedia has the brackets for the match, so I'm looking at it now. The idea of Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor being a first fight, having the Brawling Birds fight each other in the first round sounds awesome.
It
At
does
least I
sound
think so.
awesome. That's why it's not going to happen.
Uh, that let's hope that that's only just the WWE thinking of it. Like they're not going to do it, but let's hope. But all right. We're talking about the Owen Hart Cup. Let's talk about the let's move on to the first match, which is my favorite first round of Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay. Oh, that's gonna be a great match. Another one of the top three, most likely. Pete, who do you have to win this match?
Gentlemen, we're future proofing AEW here. There's only one person you're going to pick. But in that person you're picking, if there was ever a match to get me to order this pay per view, it would be this one. I cannot wait to see Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe is just an incredible big man and he works great with nimble little men. And I mean that in the most positive way for Samoa Joe. And I think this is going to be a great first round pick. But you bet your bottom dollar that Will Ospreay will be walking out as champ, or not champion, as winner of the first round. But there is no doubt in my mind that this will be a great match, one of the best of the night. I think low key one of the best of the night. But yeah, Mr. Tarek,
You said Will, right?
Will Ospreay, yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I didn't catch if you said it or not. Well, Pete, you pretty much you gave a spoiler what's going to happen at Wembley at All In of Will Ospreay becoming champion. because that's what I think is going to happen. Where I think he's going to win this first round against Samoa Joe. Will Ospreay for the win. His journey to being the champion begins here. And all right, I'm hopping on the train of that. All aboard. All aboard. Jeff, are you joining on this train with me?
I've already got my ticket. I am already on the Will Ospreay train. We all know what's going to happen here. Yeah, we all know where the end result is going to be. And frankly, I think this particular match is going to be my early. I think this is going to steal the show for a lot of people, including myself. And we all know how it's going to end. Will Ospreay is going to take Samoa Joe to school.
You know
All
what?
right.
You know what the deal is? I'm going to jump on this train with you. In fact, I'm going to go one further and say we're setting the finals tonight, brother. We're setting the finals on night one tonight. Obviously, you're going to have Will Ospreay win this match. The story is there, and they're building. They've just been building for an entire month. Will Ospreay's only goal in life. He will do things that he would have never done before to get to Wembley to win that world heavyweight title, and we're doing it, and we're doing it live. We're doing it now. I'm jumping on that train with you. Will Ospreay wins this match.
All right. All right. I just got to do it. Osprey, Osprey, woo, woo, woo. Join me, gentlemen. Osprey,
Ospreay,
Osprey,
Ospreay,
Ospreay,
woo,
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 woo, woo,
woo.
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 Hey, man, you got to have more enthusiasm. We're not going to move on with the show unless you do it with more enthusiasm. One more time. You too, sir. Do it. You picked Osprey. Join
Blah.
this train with us. Very. That's better. Osprey,
Does
Osprey,
that
woo, woo, woo. All right, moving on. Now we're moving on to the other match of the Owen Hart Cup. We're going Bandito versus Swerve Strickland. I'm up first on this one. I'm gonna go with whose house? Swerve's house to win this match. I'm going with Swerve Strickland to win. Jeff, who do you have for Bandito and the Swerve Strickland?
I have far too many unpaid parking tickets because I swerve when I drive. Swerve for the win.
Oh,
Very nice.
golf clap. That deserved the golf clap. Very good.
Yes, it
Brian,
did.
who do you have?
As I said, on night one of the Owen Hart Cup tournament, we are setting the finals, baby, because I feel there is no way that they don't end this tournament with a Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland, Tony Khan, caveat, Tony Khan does love him some Bandito. So this is one of those matches where I'm like, there's a part of me that thinks maybe. But if we're doing full circle shit for Will Ospreay to be able to get to the top of the mountain of Wembley, the only way that makes sense, you gotta have the finals be Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. Come on now.
Who says there's no storytelling in AEW? Because what Brian just said is absolutely correct. And screw everyone, the people who say that nonsense. Pete, who do you have for this match?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Like I said before, this week I unburied Walt Disney, and we were talking about this match because it was the most exciting he's been for a wrestling match in some time. And I actually did say to Walt, I said, you know, Mr. Disney, I said the interesting thing about this match is you have the ultimate heel right now in Strickland, and then you have the ultimate little baby face in Bandito. And I'm like, I feel like Swerve is like just right before we have ultimate heel Swerve. So Walt and I are just talking. We're like, who do we think is going to win this match? And of course, it is going to be Strickland for the win because obviously, what Scholar Brian said before, you know, the main event of this cup, you know what's coming, and it's just gonna be again future proofing. This is future proofing AEW. Stories are getting resolved and building future stories with more matches that we'll get to.
looking at the brackets again, it would have been fun to see Bandito facing possibly Brody King, continuing that whole seeing tag team partners face each other out of respect. It's not a heel face or heel thing. It's just two friends. They like may the best man win deal. I like that kind of storytelling. But yeah, I don't think it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe down the line that could possibly happen. I mean, we already got one possible tag team turning against each other with Jet Speed, but that's another story. Um, Now moving on to the women's Owen Hart Cup, we got Athena versus Mina Shirakawa. And let's see. Jeff, you're up with this one. Who do
Damn
you
it.
have to win?
This is probably one of the harder to guess. No, I'm just gonna say it. This is probably the hardest to predict matches on here for me personally, because on the one hand, Athena has just been booked like a champ in freaking Ring of Honor. She's having an all-time run with the women's championship down there. But at the same time, Mina needs a serious win here. This is definitely a tough one. I'm at the risk of adding more dead air to this video. I'm just going to have to make a bold choice and say Athena. Sorry, Mina, you're just gonna have to go on Job Street for this one. Too bad, so sad. I'm gonna go with Athena. Hopefully, I don't regret this in about 2 days' time.
Eh, I feel like with these two, there is no real wrong answer. Both wins work in the end. Brian, who do you have for this match?
See, Scully Jeff took a long time to get to it. I don't think it's that hard because unfortunately, I had the finals being Willow versus Athena. But I don't, I'm, that's not changing for me. The, the opposition is not going to change for me because Willow's out. I've got Athena winning against Mina, and I've got Athena ending up in the finals of this tournament because I think she's spent enough time in ROH, and the amount of time that she's spent with that championship, I can see her now that Willow's not in the Owen Hart. I can see them giving the Owen Hart to Athena and her being the challenger at All In. I can see it. But either way, I've got Athena in the finals. I think that's a slam dunk pick based on that side of the bracket, and I've got no reason to turn against it since Willow's out.
That is very good. Yeah, I do agree with you, but I'll save that for my prediction. So we'll move on to Pete. Who do you have for this one?
That was Scholar Brian. It's what I told you. We are literally deadlocked. Athena needs this win, and I know about ROH. I'm not saying anything about ROH, but this is not ROH. It's AEW, and Athena needs to make an impact here. I fucking forgot she was there. To be honest, like that's how irrelevant she has been. So for her to come in, she has to make a big swerve. I see the faces you're making, but I'm telling you, I'm not discrediting ROH, but I'm saying for an AEW, for this audience that needs that big time star, this is when she should be shining.
Yeah, I'm not making a face at Pete because I know he doesn't watch ROH. So that so that so that 1400-day reign means jack shit to Pete.
Listen, and when
We
ROH
have
is on Saturdays with Slam Masters, I have my priorities.
It's very true.
I hope she actually does get. I actually does. I hope she does make it past Roman's reign. That's how
Yeah.
I'm like. She's less than 60. She's just over 60 days away from it. Let her have it. Let her have it. And I am in full agreement with you. Picking Athena to win. I think she's also going to be in the finals. And now going into my fantasy booking, how I was having Jamie Hayter versus Athena as the finals of the two. Mm, 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 mm. That sounds delicious. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Where were we? I think that was everyone for Athena
It is
Shiyakawa,
everyone,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, we got the match was just one of the best storytellings of the past of this year, of last year and this year. John Moxley defending the AEW Continental Championship with against Kyle oh oh O'Reilly, and with a no time limit. That's the stipulation for this one. There is no time limit. Screw that 20-minute nonsense. We're going as far as it could be. It could be 20 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be an hour, could be an hour and a half. It's not going to be an hour and a half. That's just I'm just throwing making the number longer. But yeah, Continental Championship. Brian, you're first. Who do you have for this one?
Look, there was a discussion in our group chat yesterday, and I might have come on a little strong in in my uh, in my opinion on what people were saying. Basically, okay, yes, this was great storytelling. Before this is the classic case of injuries suck. They take away all your momentum. And the issue that I have with this match and the thoughts that were being given on said group chat yesterday was if you're going to have a title change here, you don't have a weak build. He came back at Dynasty. You build this match for a month. You build it the way that you're supposed to build a title match where there is going to be a title change. Yes, we have the two tap outs. We have the. I don't know if we ever got it on video that Moxley was the one to take out O'Reilly in storyline terms in order for him to be hurt, but they're going with it. But the deal is here. If you would have asked me 3 months ago, if you would ask me when Kyle O'Reilly returned, if I could see a title change here, I would have had more to think about. Instead, you gave me a random, I want a title shot. You had an eliminator match. You had a time limit draw. And you had a week-long build for a story that you could have done a 6-month build. You had the ability there to do what they did with the Will Ospreay when he returned. Kyle O'Reilly comes back, is the bugaboo on John Moxley's shoulder, immediately inserts himself into the Continental title picture as he returns. You have a month-long build, and then I could see Kyle O'Reilly winning. You didn't do that. So instead, what I see happening is basically what I believed that they were going to do in the Continental Classic. Now that we know how that went, they were going to have Moxley overcome the ankle lock and break out of his mind meld, where his brain bleeds and his body melts every time he gets locked into that thing. They're going to have him break out of the ankle lock. They're going to have him overcome, and he's going to hit a couple paradigm shifts, and John Moxley retains. If you had asked me 3 months ago, I would give more of a 50-50 shot, and I would be like, maybe there's a shot that Kyle O'Reilly wins here. Possibility. But the way that you put this together, no. I do not believe that there are options here for that to happen and for it to make sense, especially with the storylines that you're telling with John Moxley right now. So I love Kyle O'Reilly. I want good things for him. I would love to be able to say with my whole chest, Kyle O'Reilly wins the Continental Championship. Can't do it. John Moxley retains.
I have an answer with that one, but yeah, you are right on that one. Pete, who do you have for this match?
Moxley, like it's the downfall that this story has had is unfortunate with injury, but still at the end of the day, like this is it. This is have this go. It makes sense for Mox to win. It's exactly what Scholar Brian said. I couldn't say it better myself. It's a no-brainer. Mox.
I'm also gonna go with Mox, and like with you, what you said, Brian. If this was earlier, if then it would be a much more easier discussion because it would basically be the story of O'Reilly's redemption in how their story went. But it's where, like you said, where Moxley is now. He is the mentor of the man who's going for the world title in Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is what made this decision so easy. Having basically the Mr. Miyagi for Will Ospreay's um oh God, what's his name? Dan I was go Danielson. Have him Will Ospreay's Danielson. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense for Mox to lose right now. You can't have his Mr. Miyagi lose in Will Ospreay's. I guess I could say I can't really call it quote quote redemption because he doesn't really have anything to redeem. But like I feel like it's a similar situation
His
for
ascent to the top.
Adam Page. Adam Page last year for his quest to be world champion. It's the exact same. It's the exact same situation. It will probably. It's a different story, which good. It should be a different story, but it's the same aspect of the quote quote hero's journey to get to it. And yeah, Moxley is in the position where it doesn't make sense for him to lose. It not at all. Will Kyle O'Reilly be Continental Champion? Sure, but I would actually like to see a rematch between Moxley and O'Reilly for the have it be in the Continental Classic. Um, where it's not a revenge thing. It's just a okay, you are a different person. It's two people who respect one another, who have history, who respects one another going for it. So it makes sense to be a future story. So with this, Moxley for the win. Fool, your thoughts, sir, and your prediction.
I really don't have much else to say. Everyone else has got it in one and just kept expanding on that point. It's all been said already. Kyle O'Reilly has the capability to take Moxley down. We know this. Because of injury, his momentum has been cut off, so there's not really any much build at all to warrant him winning. I'm not going to delay this anymore. Obviously, this is looking most likely by a large margin going to John Moxley.
Indeed. And now it's the match that Pete has been looking forward to this entire night. We have the Stadium Stampede match. We have Chris Jericho, or now he's going by Jericho, I believe. Yeah, he dropped the Chris, I believe. He's pulling the Copeland, he's going the Copeland route. Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate of Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, and the Elite of the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Kenny Omega versus the Demand of Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, and the Don Callis family, which is Mark Davis and Andrade El Idolo, and the dogs of David Finlay and Clark Connors. Pete, you're up first with this one. Who do you have? Oh, of course, it's no irony that you're first on this one, sir. Like how it's not irony that Brian was the first pick of the uh, Moxley O'Reilly match. I swear, I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just wow. What are the
Well,
odds, Pete?
it's Pete's fault for passing on the first match.
That is fair. Pete, who do you have for the Stadium Stampede match?
I was so excited to defend my title for all the fans out there. But then when this addition of this wheel came in, I knew that as per usual, I would get fucked by the wheel. But I'm not going to be all sad because let's talk about this match. This match is going to be a comedy match. This is going to be a fun hoo. I just want to see Bobby Lashley play straight and just see the shenanigans. But what I'm going to tell you is this, gentlemen. We're going to culminate on the ending of this match. A little spoiler for you. We're finally going to see it. Somehow, some way, Chris Jericho's going to do a moonsault onto Ricochet and win the match. That's right. Some way, somehow, maybe by a giant tennis racket or a baseball bat, Chris Jericho will pull off a moonsault onto Ricochet, ending their feud and giving the win to the wall. No, the what is it? The Buck Y2 Bucks.
The Y2 Bucks
Yeah, the
or the
Y2
Bucks of
Bucks.
Jericho or the
Or
Bucks of Jericho.
the but
The Bucks
It's
of
all on the shirt.
Jericho.
It's all on the shirt.
Oh my God. And
now,
now you see the smile on Jeff's face right now.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
yes.
Look at that grin. Look at that
Two
grin right
names
there.
for Pete. What do we
We got,
got?
and now
All right.
Pete's greatest enemy, the wheel, has come to do its dirty trick. Jeff,
Oh, indeed.
spin
We
that wheel.
and we're spinning. The mystery name number one is
I'm
going.
gonna
It's in
laugh if he
progress.
gets Ricochet. I'm gonna laugh.
He missed it by one. Instead, he gets Nick Jackson for number
Okay.
one.
Okay, very good.
Okay, gonna take that off the thing. Removing that name, and we're going to spin for name number two.
how many? What? Wait, two
We're getting
names?
two. Yes, we're getting.
Everyone gets
Okay,
two
Were you
names
for
this
not
time
paying
around.
attention,
okay,
Pete?
okay. For the viewers, I think we should have made this clear in the beginning.
Thank you,
Each of
Tarek.
us, each of us. Shut up, Pete. Each of us are getting two names, and there's going to be two names. That's going to be the Joker card. Which, if either is some whoever gets pinned, if your name gets pinned, you'll lose a point. If your name makes a pin, you get a point. If and the Joker is no one gets a point. Simple as that.
They got thrown out. They mean nothing.
They mean nothing.
Well, Pete, would you like some good news?
Sure,
Your second name is Jericho.
I will take that.
You damn well better.
Can I defend my belt now?
He should have defended his belt because that's the only change we're all gonna have. And Jericho's got to get the pin. What are we talking about?
Now,
I laid out the ending for you, gentlemen, because I'm like, this is an obvious match. It's paying off stories. It's
No,
birthing new
it's just
stories. It's
it's
the
just now
SummerSlam
who's
of
the
AEW.
unlucky man who's got to get Ricochet.
now
Right?
the real question
Let's
I
hope
wanted-
here.
Ricochet gets a Joker.
Let's hope it's Charlie. Let's hope it's Charlie or Jaybird. Let's hope it's Charlie or Jaybird.
Speaking of the scholars who are not here who have predictions coming our way, who tell us, Tarek, who's next?
Who's that? I'm next with the prediction. I'm also gonna go with Team Jericho to win. Team Jeracindelite. Jeracindelite. There we go.
I'm sure it's as good as anything else.
It's the only way I can
that
actually
wheel.
mix those names together.
Spin
But anyway,
that
enough
wheel.
of that accurate prediction nonsense. Let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin
make
that wheel.
Let's spin that wheel. Let's make this deal. Who's your first prediction of the win? The wheel
Omega.
going to be?
Omega.
It's going to
Omega.
be Bobby Lashley.
Ooh. It'll be fun. He's not getting a pin, but that would be a fun win. Omega. Omega.
I'm
Omega.
gonna get
All right.
I'm gonna get Ricochet. All right.
Wheel spin number
right, if you
dose.
do, I'll
No,
take
I think
Nathan Benson.
my luck, I'm begging for Omega. I'm gonna get Ricochet. Come on, Charlie, get Ricochet. I want that to be.
And your second pick is Matt Jackson.
All right, the Bucks are gone. Okay.
The Bucks are off the
I'm not getting
board.
it. I'm not getting anything on that one. I'll be
All
surprised if Bobby Lashley actually ends up being the one who's like, "Hey, yeah, guess what? I'm here. I'm actually gonna do something now. I'll go for the world title. Why the hell not? I'll
It
face
always
Darby
reminds
Allin.
me that
Oh my God.
The Bobby Lashley promo where he's like with Brock Lesnar, where he goes, knock, knock, who's there? Bobby, Bobby who? Exactly.
Oh man. Either way, imagine if Bobby Lashley, like, no matter who's the AEW World Champion, I'm next. He has the history with MJF and just the idea of a David versus Goliath of Darby Allin versus Bobby Lashley. By God. He's already dead, Bobby. He's already dead.
So who's
Ah,
next on the run sheet for you,
you're
Tarek?
it is you, fool. You are next on the red sheet.
I love it. And yeah, I'm going to go with Chris Jericho, Team Jericho for the win. Enough of this nonsense. Let's spin the wheel again. The wheel is spinning. The wheel is
Spin
going.
that
Give me
spin
something
Brian,
wheel.
I
good.
just see your face.
The next, my first pick rather, is Jungle Jack Perry.
Oh,
Not bad.
oh, 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 oh,
All right. And now for my
oh.
pick numero
Look at Brian.
dos.
He's just like, I'm gonna get Ricochet, aren't I?
Let's see. The wheel is spinning. It's Linton on. And for my pick, number two is Shelton Benjamin.
Ain't no stopping me. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun.
All right.
All right,
Tarek,
Brian.
who's next?
Brian, it's you who's next, man. Who are your predictions for this one? And let's hope the wheel will be in your favor.
Jericho.
All right.
Team
Do it.
Jericho.
Do
Oh
it.
man, everyone
No
hates the wheel.
elaboration. Everyone loves the wheel. It's a national
Do it.
pastime. What, you
Jesus.
think baseball is the national pastime of the
Do
United
it.
States? No, sir. It's spinning wheels, it's making deals, and now it's Brian's turn at bat. So here we go.
Oh, it's just amazing how the wheel is the biggest heel in Scholars of Wrestling right now.
This one's interesting. So, Brian, what were you saying earlier about who you're going to get?
Say it.
No, 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 I'm genuinely curious. Who do you think you're going to get?
Oh
Say it.
no.
Just
You want
say
me?
it.
What do you want me to say? What do you want
I
me to
got
say?
Ricochet, did I not?
No, you got Kenny Omega. What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, oh, there you go.
You're
No,
so
There,
no,
scared. Like I bring tidings
there's
of
still
good
one.
joy.
There's
there's
still one
still
more.
one more.
There's
Do it
still one.
again.
This could
You want me to do it
honestly
Go
again?
from the highest of highs.
could
You want me
this
to do it
cancel
again?
Brian out if he gets Ricochet?
Okay.
No.
All right. All right. We're
Oh,
spinning. We're going.
oh.
We're making deals. We're spinning wheels. Let's see. Oh,
No, he's safe. He's safe.
Oh.
are
No,
you?
Jeff's not that good. I got Ricochet.
Nah, I think he's safe.
You you got Toa Leona. I don't even know who the hell that is.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm good on that.
All
I
right, so
go.
we're all in
No,
agreement to go,
I'm
Charlie.
not technically out of the woods yet because he is part of the demand. I do expect it to be Ricochet taking the loss, but I would not be surprised if one of his
I
cronies
want
does
to.
either.
With that being
Okay.
said, Tarek, of the scholars who are not present with us, who
For
gets their wheels picks next?
Charlie.
Needs to be.
Let's get
Okay.
Charlie.
Come on. Let's get him.
All right. Charlie's first wheel pick. It's happening right now.
Here's Ricochet.
Okay, the wheel is going. And his first random ass wheel pick is going to be Andrade El Idolo.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one. But you still got
On,
one more.
He's going to be
all right.
Joker, isn't he? That's no
Yeah.
fun.
All right.
If
Let's
Ricochet ends up being a Joker, I'm gonna be so
and we
disappointed.
are spinning.
Say,
Oh.
the wheel like WWE doesn't know what to do with Ricochet.
Well, apparently that's true because his second pick is Bishop Kaun.
Oh, another one of the demand. Okay, so
So it comes down to
Is
Jaybird.
Jeremy?
And it's now Jeremy's pick.
Oh no.
The names are still in play are Ricochet, Mark Davis, Clark Connors, and David Finlay.
I think
Boys,
he's gonna get
let's
Mark
spin
Davis and
that
David
wheel.
Finlay.
There's
That's
only
my
one way to find out. We're spinning, we're going. And Jay's first random pick is Clark Connors.
okay. Wrong dog.
I'm gonna be so upset.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so incredibly disappointed
All
if Ricochet
right.
is gonna end up being a
Final spin.
Joker.
Let's go.
Oh
We're
no, here we go.
spinning. All right. Here we
Here,
go.
here's where you lie, Jeff.
Lie about what? What am I lying about? Because I still have to show you the phone of who it is. The
Damn it.
All
question
right.
is,
No one can
do you
actually
want to
see
see
that.
it? Do you want to see it? Do you really
Yeah.
want to know?
Sure.
It's the last one. Of course we want to know.
Jay's second wheel pick is the one, the only
Mark Davis.
Mark
Mark
Davis.
Davis.
God damn it, Ricochet! The wheel turns on us all! The wheel gives us all the middle finger.
I just hope you gentlemen begin to see the pain and the misery I go through with the wheel. It just shared you a little bit of my disdain for it.
Jeff, who did you get again?
My names were Jack Perry and Shelton Benjamin.
Those are good ones. Ain't no
Kenny
stopping you.
Omega
Yeah.
and Toa Leona.
Okay.
Whew.
All right, let me get the
I was
match card
scared
back
there
up
for a
because
There's only
we
one match left.
there is only one match left, and it is the main event with title versus hair match for the AEW World Championship. It's Darby
Darby
Allin
Alley.
defending the title.
Someone's
Darby
getting
Allin.
tired.
No, it was just Darby Allin. I just like Darby. I mixed Darby and Allin together. Alley. Darby Allin defending the title against MJF. Will MJF lose his hair? Oh shit, I'm first on this one. I'm gonna
You
go
tell
with
me.
no, he's not gonna lose his hair because MJF is gonna win. I even though I'll be perfectly fine seeing him bald. I mean, hair grows back, but I don't think he's gonna lose it. I'm picking MJF for the win. Fool, you're next. Who do you have?
MJF has paid way too much for those very obvious hair plugs or whatever the hell they are. He ain't shaving his head. And Darby, like we were talking about for weeks now, he's had a absolute banger of a title reign. Doesn't have to be the longest, but it is among the most memorable in AEW history, in my opinion. Either way, Darby already got his shot in the sun, and he's going to be having an excellent match with MJF tonight. And MJF is going to walk away with his third AEW championship reign. MJF for the win.
Very good. Brian, you're up next. Who do you have for the main event?
Talking about stipulations, as I said with Cope and Christian earlier, um, they did a good job setting some red herrings on Dynamite, doing that whole Ruth is going to challenge the winner. MJF is not going to give a match to Roosh. Come on. I actually think that was bad storytelling. I think they should have had Roosh be the last title match contender, and have Speedball be the one to make the challenge. That way, you could put that into whatever story that Jet Speed is happening,
That would have
and
been
being like,
good.
oh, Kevin Knight got a title shot, and Speedball was too late, couldn't get his, just butt heads even more. However, the it's the stipulation, MJF, and they've leaned too hard into it for me to believe that they're actually going to pull the trigger on it. they've lead where even the AEW social media team is all in on the hair jokes on social media, and it's like, okay, you're running a little too hard on this one for me to believe you're actually going to pull the trigger and do it. Therefore, MJF beats Darby Allin. Hell of a run. I like the idea of what they did here, but it does make this result a little more obvious because hey, we're going to have 8 title matches before your next pay-per-view defense, and you're going to make me try to believe that he's not that he's going to walk out of Double or Nothing as the champion. Not going to happen. MJF.
All right, very good. And Pete, champ, you're the last prediction of the evening. Who do you have to win the main event? Is MJF going to lose his hair, or is he going to be the next champion?
Let me paint you boys a picture. Here we are backstage in the locker room with MJF, getting ready. But what was the match before? Of course, Chris Jericho doing an insane moonsault onto Ricochet, if you didn't remember from about 10 minutes ago. But what happens after that is you see Ricochet walk past the locker room, and it's the last time you see MJF see a bald man right before his match. And when that happens, that will just signify that MJF will be your champion after Double or Nothing. Because again, I could see Tony Khan maybe saying, "Hey, I'll pay for your hair extensions," but the reality is Darby had an incredible run, incredible with the back-to-back to title defenses, and then you could put on the board that for 3 weeks he had all these great or however long it's been, he's had these great matches, really showing that fighting spirit. But at the end of the day, MJF ain't losing his hair, and it's the obvious pick for me.
Yeah, they do.
So MJF.
What I do need to see is as MJF is walk, they need to do a Bill Goldberg like walk through the back of MJF as he's coming out for his match, and just the same thing that happened last week before he signed the contract, that he's just walking through the backstage area and all the bald people come back.
That's what
Where
I'm
the
And he
saying with
just
last
walking.
Ricochet.
the last one has to be Bobby Lashley.
Yes.
The
Ricochet
bit
Ricochet is the one walking away. He's the first one you see, and the last one coming through the backstage area is Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
That's right. But Shelton's bald too. Oh my God. Yeah, both hurt Syndic. Oh, that's even better. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
100%.
you have to do a walkthrough of all the bolts before MJF comes out for his entrance.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what else I want to see? I actually want to see where MJF wins the title. He actually beats down Darby Allin, and then he shaves Darby Allin's head.
Hmm.
The show ends with MJF after shaving Darby Allin and celebrating with the title and a handful of hair, his hair.
Well, I mean, it is New York City, so it is MJF stomping grounds.
So yeah,
Could happen.
it could
Could
happen.
happen.
And there you have it. Jeff, where's your pen of writing the predictions?
Pencil's right here.
Pencil? All right, well, it's a pencil. Okay, well you can throw that away because it's now the predictions are in. There you have it. That's our predictions for AEW Double or Nothing. Oh, quite a predictions to say the least. Goddamn wheel being the only real factor in this. Goddamn.
See, the wheel puts smiles on people's faces. I've been telling you for
It
years.
really doesn't. It really doesn't.
See,
But
look at
yeah,
that smile. Look at that
It'll
smile.
put a smile on your face when it gets you the victory on Sunday. You're not defending, but Jericho will
yeah,
get you the
but you
victory,
may.
sir.
Well, it could possible. You're not defending, but you could be winning more. Adding being a double Pete belt here Could the wheel help you, or could the wheel help anyone else?
Oh,
Because
that
still,
that's just that's another step.
that is another step.
Only two of us have been double champion, and you're
That's
looking
a
at them undisputed
Yeah.
on top of the mountain.
That's
Yes,
The
sir.
come
smile is
Sunday, I'm gonna
coming
be a
out.
double
The
champion.
smile is coming out.
You didn't think
There
about
you
that
have it.
one. Just another
Yeah.
step to joining us on top of that mountain.
I'm coming,
And
boys. I'm coming.
that's our predictions. It's down. I would say in ink, but no, Jeff writing with a pencil and throwing that nice little plug out the window for me. But that's it. Those are our predictions. And now it's your guys' turn. What are your predictions for AEW Double or Nothing? Like I said earlier, we have a comment section down there. We want to hear your predictions. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all our social medias on X at ScholarsOW, on Facebook, uh, on Instagram, even though I really should be using that a lot more. But yeah, follow us on all of our channels, subscribe, like this video, spread the good word of the Scholars of Wrestling, because we like to interact with people of the internet wrestling community, at least the good ones.
Yes, and for all of these relevant social media links and much, much more, just look for the our Linktree link then down in the description box below. That's Linktree/Scholars of Wrestling for everywhere we are and everywhere you want to be too.
It's all there, guys. It's all there. So, with that said, AEW Double or Nothing, who I am super excited. I love what AEW is doing. I couldn't be any more pumped. Oh, but hey, that's just normal for us wrestling fans having a good time because you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Enjoy Double or Nothing, and we'll see you all next week.
Huzzah!
Adios.